This is my virtual machine for Ubuntu server. On settings, you can see on network the bridged adapter. And for a real server or virtual server, for a virtual machine or for a real server, you need at least two adapters. For example, I have a bridged adapter, a gigabit interface, Ethernet connected. Add another adapter, bridged adapter, then choose another interface, a fast Ethernet interface, for example. Okay, then start. Now verify the IP address or IP addresses. I have two interfaces, EMP0S3 and EMP0S8. EMP0S3 was configured previously with NetPlan and has an IPv4 static IPv4 248 and IPv6 also, link local. Now configure the another interface EMP0S8 on NetPlan file because it doesn't have configurations. Okay, go to sudo use vim etc netplan 50 tab. This file, root password. This is the configuration for EMP0S3, EMP0S3, and add the new here. Okay, I key to insert, enter. EMP0S8 column addresses. Choose an IP address on a different subnet. If EMP0S3 is in the subnet 192.168.1.0, this should be a different subnet. For example, 172.16.100.0, but for this, use an IP address, for example, 1, the first, because this will be the default gateway for the new subnet. Mask, subnet mask 24. Okay. Do not configure the enter. Do not configure the gateway because this is the gateway. DHCP 4 false because it's static. Optional true. Can use name servers. And also search very good. Search is optional. Now you have the IPv4 configuration, IP address, and DNS servers. Escape key, column WQ. Sudo net plan apply to apply changes, then verify IP address. Now EMP0S8 has an IPv4 address. Now install Squid, sudo apt install Squid. Yes. Ready, and create a backup for the Squid configuration file before to modify it. Sudo cp, let's see, Squid squid.conf, create the backup, that original, enter. Now modify the file. Sudo for root privileges, use Vim editor, set number to view the number of lines, set number, column, set number, and down here on these lines, these are the access lists. Okay, here at your local network and create the access list. I key to insert access list, choose a name, for example, LAN 100, and the source is the subnet, not the host, the subnet. 24. Don't forget the subnet mask. Now, here, before to HTTP access deny all, add here HTTP access allow your new LAN, your access list. Okay, on this line, on red, request header access. This option replaces the old anonymized headers and the older HTTP anonymizer option with something that is much more configurable. Okay, this configuration should be useful for a privacy experience and for anonymizer. Okay, so here on this line, 5576 at the configuration. Case sensitive referrer deny all. X forwarded for denial. Via denial. cache control denial. Okay, these configurations for anonymizer and privacy experience. And go to this line. On red, forwarder 4 can be on, off, transparent, truncate, or delete. Okay, and if you set off, it will appear as the following: unknown, and to hide the IP address. For privacy, you can hide the IP address. Forwarded underscore 4 off. To hide the IP address. Ready. Escape key, column, WQ. Start the squid sudo systemctl restart script. Wait a moment. Very good. Review the status. Active and running. Q. Also, you can enable at boot. Now it's ready to use. Now configure for IPv6. First of all, first configure the netplan file to add the IPv6 address on the second interface. IQ to insert, and here for EMP0S8 add the IPv6 address. You can use the IPv6 private IP address FC00 column, for example, AB100 column 1 and prefix 64. For DHCP6 false, because I'm using static. And also you can add IPv6 DNS servers. Ready. And that's it. Escape key, column, WQ. Netplan apply to apply changes and verify IP address. Now you can see the IPv4 172.16.101 and IPv6 FC00AB101 prefix 64. A link local address. So this is the default gateway, and the default gateway, for the default gateway you can use the link local address or the private unicast address. Now configure the Squid configuration file. Use vim squid.conf file. Set column set number to be the number of lines. And I key to insert, create a space to create the access list for IPv6 and create something very similar to this. Okay. Remember your subnet access list LAN 6100, for example. Use this name, source FC00 AB100 column prefix 64. Use the subnet, not the host, only the subnet. And down here, create a space, HTTP access allow LAN 6100. And that is enough. Escape key, WQ, restart sudo systemctl restart Squid. Wait a moment. And verify the status. Active and running success queue. Then also you can add apply sudo ss option ln. You can see the port 30 at the end, port 3128. That means Squid has the port working very well. This is the Windows client. Configure the interface. In my case is this. For IPv4, set IPv4 address on the subnet, for example 10, subnet mask 24, default gateway. Remember the IP address of EMP0S8. And also you can add DNS servers. Okay. Go to command prompt, ping the default gateway. The default gateway is 1, success. And configure the KGS, configure proxy. Okay, use IPv4 address. The default gateway is also the proxy, port 3128, save, and try to navigate. Okay, success, Facebook, Yahoo. Very good. Now, configure IPv6 on the same interface. Choose a private address FC00 AB100 and the host, for example, 10, prefix 64. And the gateway can be the link local of EMP0S8, but you can use also the private that is 1 and configure your DNS servers. Okay, okay. Here on proxy, you can use using brackets FC00 AB100 colon 1, the IPv6 address of EMP0S8 of the proxy. Save. Okay, verify proxy. Okay, there is, and try to navigate. Success. Success. You can access to these sites to verify the IPv6 working very well. This is the IPv4 address of my router connected to internet, but this is the IPv6 address of my proxy. One of the IPv6 address on my proxy. I will see on the proxy config on the server this IP address A0027FE57D0D5. Okay, so IPv6 working very well. Also here IPv4, the IP public IP connected to internet, and this public IP is assigned to the router, not to my proxy, but this IPv6 uses my proxy. A0027FFE57D0D5. You are using IPv6. Okay, to verify in the server IP address, and look at this. This is another IPv6 up here, iNet6 A00 A0027FFFE57D0D5. So proxy is using this IPv6 address to reach internet, so it's working very well on IPv6. It's not using the static that I just configured, but it's using another IPv6 that I have on the proxy. Another way to view this is using sudo less var the log file var log squid access.log. Verify this file. Up here you can see how the internal IPv4 address 172.16.100.10 can reach external IPv4 on internet 141.226.224.32. Okay, you can see how internal IPv4 can reach external public IPv4 addresses on internet. Down here you can see how an internal IPv4 address 172.16.110 can reach an external IPv6 address on internet. Very nice. Here you can see how an internal private IPv6 address FC00AB110 can reach external public IPv4 addresses on Internet. And down here, you can see how an internal private IPv6 address FC00AB110 can reach an external IPv6 global unicast address on Internet. So IPv6 is working very well.